Hi, hello, I'm Sugar, and this is a plus 17 Necrotic Wake on a Fortified Sanguine Grievous Prideful week. This map was made by our tank Kips, with lots of notes and visuals to help out your run. You can find a link in the description below to the MDT import. Pulls 1 through 5 are 5 separate packs of mobs, but pulled all at once. Grab the soldiers, blight bags, and corpse harvester in the front area. Move forward and pick up the blight bags off to the right and the 3-pack with the vanguard, harvester, and soldier. This is a big pull, so make sure to use your CDs here. Once everything is down, don't forget to grab the hammer that was by the corpse harvester in the front area. Pull 6 is the 5-pack of mobs off to the right side of the area by the spear. I used the spear on this pack to make it easier. The first pride spawns with one of these mobs remaining. We used the hammer we picked up from the front area on this pride to lessen the time it takes for us to get it down. Pull 7 is Blightbone the boss combined with Pull 11 on the MDT map. We did this because they were at the boss due to pat timing. With the combination of Pride plus Hero, they were easy to get down. However, you don't have to pull them if you're not comfortable doing so. They did drop Sanguine, so our pathing for the boss was a little unusual, but it worked out. If you have a Kyrian in the group, you can use the Goliath buff on the boss or on the next few pulls. Pulls 8, 9, and 10 are any leftover mobs in the area that move. They're the ones that jump around, so be prepared for that. It can get really annoying. Pull 12 is the pack of mobs up on the side. You can chain pull the previous mobs into this one. Just be careful on Sanguine or Spiteful weeks. Pull 13 is a fun one because if you save the Flesh Crafter, you can use its throw cleaver to do big damage on the pride and save a lot of time. The second pride spawns after the soldier and harvester of this group are down. We try to save the Flesh Crafter to use on pulls 14, 15, and 16 too. It doesn't always work out, but when it does, it makes things easier. Be careful not to take a cleaver to the back when running to these pulls. Grab the orb and then Invis pot or Shroud to the bridge. Our rogue grabs the hammer here as well when everyone is clear, and I picked up the spear. Be very careful when doing this because it can go wrong quickly. Pull 17 is the 2 marauders on the bridge. DPS their shield down to make this easy. Next, we do another skip, and you don't need to use an Invis pot or Shroud. Just be careful of the pathing Bone Shard mob. If you time it just right, you don't lose much time at all. While my team does this, I go ahead and start the RP for the second boss and double back. Pull 18 is 2 bone carvers and all the shuffling corpses. Be careful here as you don't have a lot of room to work with, but the corpses do not drop Sanguine. Grab the next spear before heading over the pillar. Pull 19 is the Zormalis Necromancer. CC the Frost Mages if you can here. The third pride spawns when this mob is down, and you'll need to drag it back a bit to ensure none of the nearby mobs get aggroed when people panic trying to avoid prideful lines. Pull 20 is the second boss, Amarth. We used Hero here and used the orb we picked up in the other area on the second set of adds to down it quickly. Once the boss is down, do not go up. We have another pack to pull before heading upstairs. Don't forget to pick up the new orb in this room too. Line of sight, pull 21 on the pillar off to the side. This pack contains 4 mobs, and as long as you line of sight them quickly, you shouldn't need an interrupt to get them up to you. Your tank can pull these from the ledge above and run over to the pillar with the rest of the group. Once this pack is down, it's safe to head upstairs. Pulls 22, 23, and 24 are the next ones upstairs. Use the orb you just picked up from downstairs here. There's no need to save the Flesh Crafter since there's another one in the next pull to use on Pride. You can still use it to your advantage, however, by using it on the other mobs in this pull. Pull 25 is a 5-pack of mobs with a Flesh Crafter that you want to keep alive, 2 soldiers, and a Loyal Creation. Focus the Collector and Loyal Creation, and then worry about the soldiers after. Once those are down, your 4th pride will spawn. Again, use your Flesh Crafter here to make this pride go down quickly. We were able to use 2 cleavers from it on the pride. Pull 26 are the mobs in the top right of the room. With the pride buff, they go down pretty easily. Just make sure to get any interrupts on the corpse collector. Finish off this room's trash with pull 27 in the back left. Pulls 28, 29, and 30 are all part of the trash waves before you can pull the second boss. For pull 29, I used my spear on Gorechop since it's the harder of the remaining mobs. If you do this, make sure your tank is ready to taunt or you have trees available. Once the last set of mobs are down, the 5th pride spawns. We used our last spear on this pride to make it go faster and saved our CDs for the boss. Pull 31 is the 3rd boss, and there really isn't much to this other than don't screw up the hooks. We use hero here because we usually screw up the hooks. Pull 32 is the last boss, and our only weapon left at this point is a hammer. Our rogue is carrying it, and she uses it after she comes back from exile because she has a crit buff. That's it. I hope you found this route helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Okay, bye!